All right, this one's called Freedom AIDS. The world has gone up in flames, quick, like a doggy bag of shit. Ding, dong, ditch. Grip your iron, if you still have one, with an iron grip. Let the lion's heart inside free to rip its prey to shreds. Lord knows it's hungry, and closed mouths will stay that way. Sorry, boss man, I can't work today. My sense of morality caught a nasty case of the freedom aids. Sad to say, but this is where we must part ways. Long days are now longer for the scabs still festering. History is testy and tends to be choosy in remembrance. Lies die. Truth is omnipotent and ever existing. Burn a candle. Stare at the flame, empty of thought till you are not the same, before you go and say my name in vain, or try and cheap shot me. Don't be a Jeff Robinson, virtue signaling so desperately that he makes a drunken, outspoken fuck like me shine with intelligence, patience, and tolerance by comparison. The willfully ignorant. They love to cherry pick typos as a sign of lack of intelligence. They don't have an original thought in their heads that is relevant to save their tiny, woke, enslaved minds. Even if they had a gun to their heads, they would just sweat like Fochi, hooked up to a lie detector test, high on acid, still producing nothing but absolute shit. Y'all know the breed. They go along with the vibe regardless of the harm that it causes mankind as a whole. Don't want to stir the pot. Trust the science. Shut the fuck up, bro. Your raw thoughts are creating a cognitive dissonance in the matrix of my mundaneness. Fun fact, you're no longer allowed to say the word for developmental delayment. That's retarded, I loudly proclaimed. Boom, cancelled just for saying it. There are many other words on this hit list. I'd rather say a prayer than lay a curse given the time restrictions. Agni mire purohitam. I give my prayers to the fire. It's vitalizing. You should try it. The smoke conducts my invocations to the gods. I am a poet, not a peon. Go shoot yourself up with freon till you glow like you are neon. I'm not stopping you. I'm just not stupid enough to follow you. Hate me for my convictions. You're on your own now, little chicken. I will pray for you. I know that you think it is pointless and just a superstition. At this point, it is all that I can do to save you. Roll another joint, crack open another brew. Don't get deep down, dudes and dudettes. Pray and reflect. As we sow, we shall reap in the end. Let's get together and plant some dank shit before the land is barren from sheer neglect. Grow food everywhere we can. If my way of life isn't right, then bless me, goddess, but I want to be wrong and bask in it until I'm forgiven in the very end. Thankful for your inspiration in these songs, blessed by your wisdom as the world burns to ash around me. I bang my drum and sing along in the sacred traditions. Om Bhavana Sana Hridayam. Om Shanti. Peace. Hope y'all dig. Please share. Thank you. So here we are. You can see me a little better. I had to do this one on my laptop. But so far, we've gone into the breath, deepening the breath. Sorry, excuse me. Through the movement of the diaphragm. Every time you inhale, trying to, at the bottom of the breath, pull the diaphragm down a little deeper. Every time you exhale, at the top of the breath, squeezing just a little more breath out. Working on that deepening of the breath, finding that full range of motion of breath. We feel that aliveness in the body. And as we do, we say Soham. Every time we say so, we are reflecting the Sakata, the inhalation, the creator of I. And every time we exhale, we are reflecting the Hakata, the creation of Am, the creation of existence. Back and forth with the breath. And now we work with Anahata Nadam, or the unstruck sound, the sound that never was struck. Deep in the body, there's this ringing, this vibration, the Anahata Nadam, the unstruck sound. It's reflected in the sound Om, but it's found in the ringing of silence. If you sit with your eyes closed, completely still, You'll hear this high pitched ringing. It'll change tone. That's how you know it's not tinnitus. It is the anahatanadam, the sound of being. As you listen to the sound of your own body existing, the own vibration of yourself, you start to hear the sounds around you and how the sounds around you rise and fall out of this anahatanadam, this unstruck sound. Allow your hearing to continue to expand farther and farther down the street, hearing cars, sirens, airplanes, things farther and farther in the distance, allowing your hearing to reach farther and farther out, but maintaining that vibration within your own body, that anahatanadam, that unstruck sound that vibrates with your soham, with your I am, with the vibration of the feeling of aliveness in your hands and feet as you sit and relax more and more into each breath. Hearing a symphony of sound rise and fall out of the soham, out of the vibration of your very existence. More breaths. Relax, breathe, expand. Tvamiva mata Chapita Tvamiva Tvamiva Bandhu Jessica Tvamiva Tvamiva Vidya Dravinam Tvamiva Tvamiva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Shanti 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 Om. We're going to take that one home. Love you guys. Please. Third time's a charm. That's what they always say, right? Let's go. unspoken silence. Silence speaks a million words speak nothing but silence. These words are not mine. My flesh was chosen for them to be spoken through, down to the very last molecule, molded in the image of my Creator. In the beginning was the Word. The Word was good. The Word was God. I was born in Trenton, New Jersey in 1984 on June 5th just to do this very thing specifically. A misspent life manifested to perfection. Like most greats, my words will be read long after I'm dead and buried. Once the last soul that knew me has left us, I've become the stuff of legend. Earned my place in the zodiac. There is no going back from the long, dark night of the soul once you take the final step over the precipice. Only can catch the reference if you've been there and made it back again. Fades the darkness. These deep waters are shark infested. My hide is as tough as a shark's skin. Strip your soft tissues off if you rub me the wrong way. Woke up today and just felt I had an unsung song to slay. Our collective wounds sting like they were soaked in hot peppers and lemon juice. The acute half of the populace wouldn't know the truth if it was fucking their lover in their bed right next to them. And they called his name out so loud the headboard broke in half from the passion. Blind to the colors of this world, I paint through diction and rhythm. I've read all the good books, but I'm not into dogmatic religions. The love to be is universal. All beings are seeking love, health, and happiness, from the ant to the hierophant. Happy to be the middleman, perfected. My songs are when Dr. Jekyll decided the monster no longer needed hiding. The shadows and lights dance is infinite and as intricate as the lace on the garments worn by the mother goddess. Yin yang, a single word. Get it yet? The opening line is the sutra, the thread. That was born will never be dead. That was never born, oops, will never be dead. Judge not, unless you are willing to lose your head in exchange for the final verdict. In this lake of fire and uncertainty, you will catch me doggy paddling, one over-labored movement at a time toward my purpose. Lifting ancient curses with fresh breaths of pure prayers. I'm Pan, flute playing, Pashupanti banging on the hollow trees and animal skins, the horn man frantically dancing. Music is my labyrinth, my sacrifice to the gods, my homage, my everything. I dedicate this to the great rebel poet. Everyone who ever lived before me, and all who ever come after me to do this. This one's for the ones who spoke what they needed to speak, even when ridiculed, beaten, and oftentimes killed for their beliefs. Your words were heeded and heard. The world changed because of you saying your piece. If God is good, then he will let you all now hear me. As you rest now in the stars, in your infinite peace, know the courage you showed. The mustard seeds of faith you sowed have saved me. You gave me the courage to say to the Goblin King, you have no power over me. I know now what you knew then. This is me. I see you. All I have is my music. You are me, and I am you. So mote it be. Amen. This is my truth. Hallelujah. Salancha, Tad Sat, Salu. Oh. I think I'm going to take that one. Take that one for the ride. We're going to take that one home. Love you guys. Please like and share. I fucked up once, but you're keeping that one. All right, so lots of people have been making these videos. So I decided I'd take a stab at it. Fuck Joe Biden. That's all I got to say. I'm going to say it poetically. Fuck Joe Biden. Beta cucked cult survivor. Chain of abuse flux capacitor. Showering regularly with his preteen daughter according to her handwritten journal. Mr. pooped his pants twice on the flight while they force-fed him Dunkaroos and Yoo-Hoos. The first 4 words spoken to the complacent awaiting press is 5 butts been wiped. Round of applause and a blowjob for the lukewarm performance ribbon recipient. I don't know about you, but it feels to me like I have been shit-slapped so hard in the face by all of this that our founding fathers taste the blood in my spit. The war between good and evil is timeless and endless. The struggle between love and light, or disease and death, wrong or right, suffocation from oppression, or the freedom to finally be able to truly breathe free for at least one final breath of peace. Joey Bribes isn't a tyrant. He is a hologram, a figment of your imagination. A blue pill malware piece of software. Blow up your TV, throw away your paper, bathe your mobile phone in a bath of sulfuric acid. Stop awaiting a savior. No one will ever save you. I will say it again for the ones in the way back. Fuck Joey Biden and his stupid, shriveled, useless ass with a frozen piece of shit till he gags on it, chokes on the vomit, and then drowns in the putrid fluid. Think that was too graphic of a mental image? I think I'm being overly benevolent compared to the transgressions they have trespassed against our collective groggy eyes. Send your army of maggots, roaches, and flies to march against you. I will feed them knowledge and teach them to love their God and bloody up you demonic and demented fucks just for the giggles and shits. I'll turn them into a tribe of samurai that will put your circle jerk of a flea circus out of business. Fuck you, Joe Biden, and your broken head. I'm cut from different cloth than you, dude. I am the one, the only, real, mighty Joe. Jyoti, the light of life. You are a shit stain on my namesake. I hate you. You're more putrid than the bacterial growth on my beer ships if I decided to bottle them and age them for over a decade in direct sunlight without climate conditioning. So fucking thick in the head. You don't know Fauci is trying to give the entire world AIDS. Mr. Benevolent. And bend over and just take it, I mean. Fuck, I'm getting mad. Your soul is so toasted, even Buddha and Christ would say it. It is impossible to save you. Hell isn't a lake of fire. That's a cartoon. It is real, as the raw feeling of every ounce of pain you have ever created, every day, all day, 10,000 times over in the length of time that it takes you to blink your eyes. I sincerely hope your voracious indulgence into wickedness was worth eternity and agony. You're absolutely worthless. You're a cursed kid. Eat shit and choke on a pus-pouring, infected, flaccid dick. I'll end the song the same way it started. Saying sincerely, with the purest of passion, fuck you till you're caked in AIDS-infected jizz. You're a useless fucking resident, Joseph R. Biden. You will never be my president.
There is
one. My mother was a tailor. She served my liberty. But my father was but my father was a gambler down in New Orleans. Now the only thing the gambler needs is a sentence and try. And the only time he's satisfied, it's when he's on a draw. Oh, mother, tell your children not to do what I have done. Oh, spend your life in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. Well, I got one foot on the platform, the other foot on the train. I'm going back to New Orleans, to where that ball and chain. Yeah, that red flag in New Orleans. Let it go, there rising sun. And it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. Thank God I know I'm one. Thank God I know I'm one. Thank God I know I'm one. This is the dawning of the age of awareness. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the one, the only Real Mighty Joe show. I am your one, your only host, Real Mighty Joe. Hope you're all doing well on this fine, fine day. And here we go with it. Here we go with it. You get to see the ugly faced man that matches that gorilla picture. All right, so here we are, man. We're getting going. I am currently live on 2 channels. I'm live over here on Twitch. It looks like most of you over here. And then I got 1 viewer over on YouTube. You see on the bottom of the channel, it says full show on twitch.tv/realmightyjoe.com. I stream for a number of hours on Twitch. I'm a Twitch affiliate. The full show is available on Twitch. I do little teasers over here on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you. Make sure that you give me a follow over here on YouTube so you can see when I go live with these things. But we're going to be focusing on also doing a lot of work on Rumble coming up. I'm going to add more and more stuff to Rumble. All those clips and all that stuff that we were playing in the beginning, all that's available on my Rumble channel. Really, just first off, I got a shout out. We got Royal
Royal Blood and Boomer Bob in the chat. We got the dynamic duo. You know, so good to see you both up in here. Boomer Bob, man, I wanted to just Boomer Bob was just typing some stuff off as he says while my credits were going off, but I wanted to read this out loud because I thought it was really, really good. So I'll do it in like I'll do it my best Boomer Bob voice. I light my cigarette with a flame from your mouth. I'd rather inhale carcinogens than the lies you replace the oxygen with. I made my own ashes while you reduce others to them. I get a brush from that first drag while you get a rush from power. My body count will be one while yours will be many. Yet still I sleep with one eye open. You haven't beat me, but somehow you've already won. Snaps, 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 brother. Snaps, snaps, snaps. And yeah, that was awesome. So shout out to you both. Good to see you both up in the chat and here early. I'm going to leave that little tag on the bottom here just to remind me that I'm live on 2 channels and not 1. And I do know I have at least 1 person over on YouTube. So if you want to jump off of YouTube and jump over onto Twitch, we will be doing some things. I'm pretty sure I can get away with playing this particular one here on YouTube so far. Was that good? Hi, my name's Boomer Bob, and I've always been told I have a face for radio. You know, that's kind of how I do his voice there. Yeah, a little. Yeah, I get you, bro. All right, let's see. All right, so I think I can get away with playing this one out real quick and being on YouTube. So I'm going to let YouTube watch this video with me, and we're going to attempt to do it, I guess. Might get a strike. You never know. But it's been a while since I've gotten in trouble on YouTube. I think it's been a couple months. So I think I'm in the clear again. All right, let's see what happens here. We're going to play this. Before I get into the video, obviously, this particular video is going to be about how the Queen died. I don't really even know what angle I want to go on this particularly. Personally, like I think my angle on the Queen being dead is like, all right, so did she actually die, or did she just like shed her skin like a lizard and like crawl out as like a 21-year-old again? You never know. You never know. That could be a possibility. Yeah, who knows, man? And she could have been dead for a while. It's just crazy. We got some crazy stuff going on. But you know, my whole thing was like, man, we might want to listen to some David Icke tonight, just for posterity purposes. I don't know. You have a chin for radio. That's why you grew the goatee. Hell yeah, man. That's what's up. Man, if I shaved all this off, I'd look like a young guy. You have no idea. The beard gives away the age. All right, so let's start out. I usually start with some comedy, so I think like Russell Brand doing his thing is a good way to do it and fucks with it. So we're gonna mess with Russell Brand and his reaction to the Queen's passing. I'm curious to what he's got to say about it. Let's see what we got here. So give me a moment. Put it up on the screen. Yeah, hold on. Boomer Bob says she's been dead, and they just like that number for some reason. That could be a thing, man. Just like the date, like the date. I can see myself kind of buying into some of that shit. All right, let's see what we got here. We'll play some Russell Brand. I'll throw the link in the chat for everybody. Give me a moment. And I'm just going to kind of ride out live on YouTube for a little bit and just see what happens. I don't know. It's been a while.
The death of Queen Elizabeth II gives us an opportunity not only to mourn the death of an individual, but to examine the meaning of death in our culture more broadly and what the symbol of Queen Elizabeth represents to an entire population of not just a country, but to some degree, a planet. I'm wearing black as a mark of respect to the many people in services, to the older generation, to the people even younger than me that will consider Queen Elizabeth II to be a significant figure and a representative of our nation. I'm wearing black too because she's a human being who has been ubiquitously present in the lives of everybody. She's been a queen, our queen, for 70 years. Unless you're around 80 years old, you can't recall a time. She is a ubiquitous, unquestioned part of our culture. Even when you inquire about the nature of monarchy, the nature of power, the corruption that those symbols can bring about, even when you consider that no power of that magnitude can ever be achieved without enforcement, corruption, imperialism, colonization, there's a level where the Queen is present in all of our lives that goes beyond morality. It's an unquestioned and seemingly natural order. It is the symbol of our nation. There is no Britain in some ways without the monarchy, for Britain is a monarchy, and Queen Elizabeth II is the longest serving monarch that we've ever had. She's on our stamps, our money, every post box. I've got no memory from my life that doesn't in some way have as a backdrop the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. In death, when you start to examine something retrospectively, it's astonishing to think that this is a person that met JFK and Jackie Onassis, that gave the World Cup to Bobby Moore, that's been around while all sorts of leaders and even empires have come and gone, a constant presence. In this constancy, we find a certain stability. But if we examine it, it's also a symbol of our inability to bring about real change. On this channel, we talk a lot about systems of corruption and the impossibility of real change in the lives of ordinary people, as long as there are entrenched systems that don't respond to the requirements of ordinary people. This is, of course, not a judgment of the individual human Queen Elizabeth II, who none of us, other than a very limited circle of people, have any potential to understand or to know. The success of that show, The Crown, demonstrates our intrigue. This is a folk tale come to life. It's been often said of Elizabeth II that it was her kind of de facto stoicism, her reserved persona, that allowed us to project